You are looking live. Welcome to Math Makes Money, where we make trading fun and we trade with an AI robot every single day. But most importantly, we get to trade with the best trader I ever met, Nick Battista. Nick, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning, sir. I'm good. I'm excited for the week. I mean, it's been a choppy couple weeks here. You have NVIDIA this week, which is, I think, our big event, the last real big event of the summer. So it should be good. I think we're finally going to bust out of this kind of choppy range we've been in for the last 2 weeks here. At least I hope so. With NVIDIA reporting earnings here.
I think that's going to be great. It's going to be the big one. It's going to drive everything. And I cannot wait to see what it says. I am trying to bring up my screen while you're talking. I just want to see what we're getting ready to look at this morning. I have not looked at my watch list this morning, so you're going to do that. This is what's called real-time TV here.
Running a little slow this morning. That's okay. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle last night. Yeah. We got growing pains. We have small business growing pains.
We got a
lot going on.
We got a lot of new members to the team, and we have upgraded our software a lot, which has given us some much better results, which is great. But it does take a little getting used to. It is awesome, and we were going to show some of it today. It is really cool stuff.
Well, I'll let you get into your platform, and I'll just give a quick little market update. You got E-minis down 12 here in the overnight session. Been a very tight range here, about 30, 40 handles in the overnight session. You got the NASDAQ down 170. Those crazy Ivans kind of going against you a little bit, but might be able to get a handful more today. You are very light on those right now. You've got the Dow down 92 and the Russell down 5. Very muted start to the session here. I think you're going to have a lot of chop going into the NVIDIA earnings here. I don't think we're going to make too much of a move until then. You've got natty gas here up small. You have oil futures down $1.41, about 1 2/3% here. So a little bit of a pullback in oil. Volatility futures at the lows and remaining. So 1745 here. You have the VIX itself at 1584 going into the session here. Bonds up 14 ticks. They had kind of a wild move throughout the week. Last week, 107 to 110 was our range. It's a huge range in the bonds. We're sitting here just below 109 at 108.25. Gold and silver have both skyrocketed higher. Gold's up 52 right now, about 1%. Silver up $1.17. And Bitcoin, not so quietly, because I think everybody is back on the train here. But Bitcoin flirting with 80,000 this morning. It's up about 20-ish thousand over the last week or so, rising from the dead, which is usually a good, you think of Bitcoin as like the supreme risk on asset. It's, something that has had massive volatility. There's two sides of the coin, whether there's anything tangible about it or not. And it's when Bitcoin is moving specifically to the upside, it tells you that people are ready to risk. Right, you're risking on a cryptocurrency. You got the meme coins flying. My little brother was talking about meme coins yesterday. That's usually like
when that's usually watch out.
I don't know if that's a good sign for this, but for markets, it seems like it's been risk on here. Just when you look at Bitcoin in a vacuum,
I think it is. I think that there's a lot of risk coming in. There's a lot of money coming into the market.
Do you own Bitcoin? Do you own any crypto?
I do not. I have lost Bitcoin literally twice. Once was 7,000 and once was 17,000. And I have been assured that it's being held safely somewhere, but I do not know where that is. So I don't do that.
Is this by a family member?
It was a complicated transaction that it started off with a family member and went askew. So it went askew. I have bought some things though. With what it is, I've tried to buy things and I sold them and made a really nice profit, 17 grand and 7 grand. Both of them were profits. Yeah. It was profits that I lost. So and the truth be known, it was a laptop that went bad on me and I could not recover it. And, so it's one of those things where I still have the laptop and I think when I lost it, I think Bitcoin was like 9 grand. So it could be, I probably, now that you mention it, it could be 700 grand in there if it's gone up. Well, no, it hadn't gone up 100 times, but if it's gone up what nine?
I mean, it's at
10
80
times,
now, so it's a 10x. It's a 10x.
10x. So that's $7,000 to be worth 70.
Yeah.
So it's getting to the point where it might be interesting to take a look at that hard drive. I still have that laptop. Do you
really?
I have a closet full of computers that have broken or been replaced, or once in a while Maria just gets me a new computer. Say, you need a new computer. Okay. I need a lot of things I had no idea that I needed.
You keep them like the old chargers and stuff. You're like one of those guys.
She gets so mad at me. I have drawers of electronics, of wires and chargers and stuff. And once in a blue moon, I will find a use for one. And I'll say, see, I told you.
I knew it.
It is old man syndrome, if ever there was one.
That's
and
funny.
I got drawers in the garage, and she'll find them, these drawers, and then I'll go there next time, and they're completely empty. And it's like, oh, no, you didn't need any of those. And, the truth of the matter is she's 100% right. She's
if you really needed it, you just get a new one.
You get a new one on Amazon for $2. I mean, it's crazy. The cords today are not worth anything. I used to make a big deal when kids would come over and stay overnight, and I'd say, "Where's my 9?" I had some real nice 9-foot charger cords, which I really liked.
Yeah,
and, real thick ones, and they never went a problem. But now with the new Mini C or whatever it is, it's no problem. It used to be you had to jiggle it just right, and you get a good one. And if you put a case on it, you can never get it to work. So now with the kids today, I got the one now where you put it on the thing, but I used to use a case all the time, and I just said to heck with it because I couldn't make some videos. I couldn't get it to go in the bottom. So now I just leave it like this, and Tyler's all like, "You're gonna break your phone." I don't drop it. It's like speeding tickets. I don't get speeding tickets. Why? Because I don't speed. And my iPhone, I don't drop it, but I don't carry it wherever I go. I have a big belief, a little bit of Rob beliefs here. Rob believes that in the future, all people, at least in our country, will have very strong left hands. Because if you ever watch a kid today, they always are carrying their phone. They're always carrying.
Oh, they're going to be ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Do
you carry your phone in your right or left
play
hand?
Some sports though.
If you're walking down the street, do you carry your phone in your right or left hand?
I keep it in my left pocket.
Left pocket. Okay. So
I would be pulling it up.
But you're right-handed.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the same way with me. Is I keep it on the wrong hand. I don't give me any of the phones. And it's I wish I could have killed. If I could have had a choice to kill iPhone or mobile phones when they were first born, I would have. I think
screaming at the sky.
You're screaming at the sky, but it's okay. I got one and I do love it. And
look at you. You sit there and talk to your AI all day long. You're just like the rest of them.
AI, I love AI. Tyler called me a boomer yesterday. I said, "What's that?" He said, "That is the most boomer thing you ever said." Do you know what? You're young enough. You know what a boomer is. I did not know. I had to look it up. So AI told me.
Yes.
So what?
It's just the generation.
Yeah. And I think AI said, if you have to look it up, you're definitely a boomer.
Yeah. Would you like me to add that to your profile?
Add that to my, that's right.
To your AI profile?
It's like what I used to say, when you sit down at the poker table and you don't know who the sucker is at the table, it's you.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
All right, let's go. Yeah, but I was telling Tyler the other day, my phone is awesome. It's got a camera built in. He just rolled his eyes and walked away. He didn't know if I was messing with him or not. I'm not sure I was. All right, we got to do something this morning. We got to do some trading here. This is a trading show. I don't know if
how are the crazy Ivans looking?
Well, let's take a look. See,
you probably gave up a little bit here into this move, but
it's okay.
They were chugging along last week.
Yeah, no, it's fine because look at these things. This is what I like. I like this. Okay, I love this down 178. If we get it down to 300, I think I get a fill. And I think I got a fill. Look, Sunday show. You weren't even around. I did one.
There you go. And you're already up a couple ticks.
How about that? I will
say if you were looking at our P&L last week, like on Friday, you were up about 13% on the 818 batch that you did. So even into this down move of 180 points here, trading at 29.5, the weekend there's risk that's baked into the weekend that has decayed in those positions, and you can see your positions, they really haven't even changed. which tells you that, volatility is kind of contracting / lower than where it was on Friday. And you've had a little bit, a couple days of decay, and that's perfect. It's good.
It's perfect. And these, we put on another one of the smaller ones as well. And I think I got one sell to open. So we might get something. You know what? I'm going to take this off because I don't want to get it filled right. Oh, we're all right. You know what? I'm going to take it off only because I don't want to get filled right at the open. And then let's see on this one where we got anything to open. This one's way far apart, so that's not going to happen. We'll take that off.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 5 lot that I'm working? No, it's a 1 lot.
No, I was going to say, did you fat finger a 5 lot?
No, it's down below. It's down below. So
okay,
we'll take that off. That way, we got our to close. We got our closing where we're closing at 25%. And we're just ticking along here. I don't, people ask me, do you want the market up or market down? I don't care. I would just want it to move.
Yeah.
And so this is not quite enough. I need 300. 300 one way or the other is a great way for me to live. And that's just exactly fine.
Yeah. Because you'd probably be taking them off on a 300-point up move.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, getting close. But just be another step in the right, it's like, okay, here we go. But if you're going to go up 300, let's go up 300 a couple days in a row. If you're going to go down 300, go down 300 days in a row. That's even better. 500 is even better. So
for sure.
All right. So what do we got here? I am trying to. My thing is working on my PowerPoint this morning.
There you go. Just to give a couple. Time
check. We got two and a half minutes. We're good. We're good.
NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday after the close. Stock is up about 50 cents here. Pre-market, I saw a couple bits of news about them potentially raising prices and yada, yada, yada. There was a lot of bullishness over the weekend that seems to have kind of dissipated here. You have some of the memory names. Micron, I was looking at down about 30 here in the pre-market session, but that thing moves like crazy. So I don't take too much out of that. You got some of the big dogs like Amazon's up $1 here pre-market, Microsoft basically unchanged. So yeah, I really think it's just going to be a choppy chop fest until NVIDIA earnings into the end of the week. So which if it plays out that way, an inside chop fest, I think it should be good for the 0DT.
I do too. I think it'll be fine. I think it's going to be nothing but up. I think this guy is a smart cookie, and that if it's going to be down, he'd start softening the market right now, saying, let's educate. A lot of what when I was a CEO of a public company, what we would do is if we were going to have down numbers, which our numbers were always down, right? We always lost money.
Yeah.
That was, back then, if you only lost $1 million a month in a small little company that just started, that was great. I mean, we were like, $300 million company. We were nothing. And so, and our revenues were very small. But selling online courses to students through colleges was a brand new idea at that time. And everybody said it was insane that no one would ever do that. I said, I don't know. I was a student and that sounds pretty good to me. The only problem I had with college was going to class. Other than that is pretty sweet. So, but what we discovered was if I just softened the market and said, we were going to educate the market ahead of time and say, this is what a good number looks like. Cause we know that, the good numbers, that's what we're going to say 2 days from now. So we say 2 days ahead of time, this is what good numbers look like. And that really helped. So listen to what he says, what he does in the next couple of days, you'll have a good idea, unless they have a gag order on. Sometimes companies will put a gag order on ahead of time. There we go. And we're off. And by the way, were you able to hear that? I had our sound. All right, let's see what
I didn't know if that was you or me. That could have been me, but
it could have been. It was definitely on my side.
I did hear it.
Awesome. Let's see what I live on the Qs. Oh, down big. Oh, yes, baby. You know what?
You got 200 points to the downside in the NASDAQ.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Oh, yes. Go down. That's what we want to see. This is awesome.
It's about time you got something.
Yeah. Okay. So I got nothing working. Let's do it. Crazy Ivan, quick. Let's take a look, see if we can't get in on this, baby. Down 230. Let's go. Boom. All
right. So you're going into the same 53-day expiration. Why don't you put at the 26,000 strike? You could put it in at 200.
Yeah.
Just $4,000.
Yeah. Sure. Let's be. I'm gonna make it a little bit under, just because there's gonna be a lot of people out there saying $2,000. Say, hey, you don't have to pay that much. Come see me at 198.
Yeah.
I'll be your
I'll give you a
Huckleberry.
deal. I'll give you a deal.
Oh, look at there it is. 264, 265. We're gonna get down to 300. Oh, I don't want to miss out on these. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Did your working order go? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah, it's in. All right,
All right.
198, 185. Maybe I should make a woulda, coulda, shoulda sitting on my shoulder. Oh, I see it. It's weighting me down. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Right now, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is sitting right here. If you guys feel like you're trading alone, welcome. All right, welcome. We are a group of like-minded traders. Go to mathmakemoney.com. Be sure you sign up for Maria's Trading Addict newsletter. I think she just crossed some gigantic number on that newsletter, but we would love to have you. Our Discord's got over 1,000 people in it now, all totally free, and it's all in mathmakesmoney.com, all that stuff. And you can sign up and do a video with me and Nick. We'll do a Zoom call if you're interested.
Did I miss the Trading Addict this morning?
I hope not. Let's take a look-see and see. I hope it went out. If it didn't go out, I'm in big trouble. Trading Addict. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there she is. Look at that. That fist comes up. People are in trouble. And you are in deep trouble, my friend.
I'm in deep trouble. Shoot.
You didn't watch it? Here, look at that. There you are right there. Looked like you're paying attention.
There we go.
She never lets up on Burry. I swear he's going to call her. She is ruthless when it comes to Michael Burry. I said, you hate the guy. No, I don't hate the guy. I just don't like what he says.
Yeah, okay. That's okay.
All right,
fair
enough.
That's what makes a market. I mean, you gotta have a little differing opinion.
She said she wanted to make this thing, by the way, on her mouth, her talking, like she was saying, short this, Burry. But she ran out of tokens on ChatGPT, and she didn't want to pay for extra ones. And so she said, just send it out. But tell everybody that's what it is. But she's a big lover of, look at that's that bull that she's got. Whoa! Oh, yes. There. There you go. You got a couple on. These are all fills. This is Phil filling. Phil's filling a lot of fills. So let's go ahead and put. I should. What time are we trading this morning?
You got NASDAQ down almost 300 here.
Oh man, I'm loving this.
So you're getting your move here.
I'm getting my move, and we're getting on these SPX. Looks like we're getting some fills, just some one lots, but that's okay. That's great.
Yeah, getting a couple small little engagement trades. Get something moving here.
I have never heard that. Look at that. Look at Phil. Hey, somebody was asking me what's going on with the MES, and like there's not, or there's some option that's moving around. There's no strikes.
Yes,
there's a change coming. I didn't mean to hit. Yeah. We did not prepare for this, so I hate to hit you with that blind.
So from what I understand, they're changing it to be all cash settled, which right now it is cash settled. All the micro futures settle to cash, but they settle to the options expire to futures, and then the futures expire to cash. They're taking out the futures at the expiration to the futures. So they're just going to be cash settled, essentially an index, but they can't call it that because it's a futures contract, but it's going to be cash settled. And my thinking is that because of all the regulatory hurdles and blah, 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 you have to kind of treat this as a new product. And so from my understanding is, or what I'm thinking is that the current MES, the structure of it right now and the options that are available will cease to exist at the end of the year because you have the expirations that go out to December. And then starting in January, you'll have the cash settled index type options that will become available. That is my thinking. I have not looked into it a ton, to be completely honest with you.
Okay. Is it going to be, so how do you trade it now? I mean, if you want
the current options are there and they will be there for until December, but there won't be anything past that from my.
So if you want to trade past December right now, what do you do?
You can't.
Wow. No kidding.
Yes. For MES specifically. ES is unchanged. It's still the same. No, nothing changes there.
So my MES is gonna go away.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I think it'll be a new option.
It'll be a product. Yeah. Is that what it's called? Is that the NNES? Is that what they're calling it? NES?
No, those are the nanos.
That's something different. Okay.
And those are I love the CME, but they need some forward thinkers here. They're 1/10 the size of the micro.
Gotcha.
So they are tiny. It's 50 cents a point in the ES.
Crazy.
So, on a day like today, it's moved, $10 if you were long or short the contract. And there's going to be fees and slippage and commissions. It's a tough one to do. But I think my thinking there is they're trying to make it more like a, prediction market, but I don't see it. We'll see.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we got trades time check. It is 9:36, 49 seconds. We got Phil coming in again at 9:40, and I think he's going to come in at 9:47. There's some rumors to that effect.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's true. I'm going to have to check and see if he is going to do that or not. But I'll give that a little look-see to you. I know that you love to see those trades come on. Let's see.
I do. And you got a new little trade steward tracking section.
Yes.
Nice.
This is kind of nice, although there's not a lot going on right now. But the idea is I can click on any one of these. Let's say to do $1 million account, and I can't do it now, of course, because I put it onto one of the ways that you can look at it.
You got the all accounts at the top.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. So now theoretically you can see them all. This is our regular view, right, where it shows you all the trades and everything, and like we're up $215, and then there's this one and hide dollar. No, I don't want to hide the dollars. Oh, okay. So there it is. So today all accounts 245, and then now what is it? 100 and this is $1 million accounts.
Oh, that's kind of nice. It breaks it out into each one of our account buckets, so you can see all the accounts are up 270, the 30K 0, the 200K 50, 42. And
yeah, 42.
Yeah, it's cool. 42.
This is the first time I've seen this working live, and I believe that this is I am the only person in the world that has access to this particular
You're just a special cookie, Rob.
Well, they made it for our show. How about that? And they did that because I put the squeeze on them.
Of course. So, I mean, Rob is a convincing guy. You haven't lived until you got a 10 email flurry from Rob.
That's right.
All pretty much the same idea, all just in different emails. So you're not sure which one to respond to. Do you incorporate them all together? It's like a fire hose.
It's like a fire hose, and verbosity is not I don't minimize my verbosity. So
no, you do not. No, you do not.
So I'm trying to figure out where are my trades at 940.
NASDAQ down 310, Rob.
310. Oh, holy moly, guacamole.
Are we close on those crazy Ivans? You got to be getting close here.
I was just looking to see if I could get something on at 947. So let's take a look at these crazy Ivans. I don't have any orders out. Remember?
Oh, did you get filled?
Let's see
on
here.
The one that
sell to open. No, it's 198. It's 80. It's, here's the problem. This is an interesting concept that Maria points out to me all the time. She says, don't go crazy. 300 is not always 300. That for some reason, these don't move that much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because you're so far out on the tail.
Is that why? It's like, if you look at it, they're like, okay, these haven't moved much. When we put them on, what were they at? Like,
yeah, I mean, they've moved probably. You can actually change
some more.
So you can change the column to change, and you could see the change in the value over the day. But those options won't change all that much. There you go. You got more coming in.
Phil's making a couple more trades. Phil is going to trade 210 times today. I think this is more than he's ever traded in one day. Now, about $2.6 million in buying power across all the accounts.
Have you ever worried about the 390 rule?
I have. And it's interesting that you should ask. Trade Steward has that for you, and they have a counter that will show you exactly where you're at. I am afraid to look at it. But I will tell you this, we changed the way we trade so that based on that rule. So if you don't know, The way that rule works is if you trade 390 times per day, and
on average
over a 30-day period, and not trade, I should say, if you put in orders in excess of 390, then your status changes, right?
Yes.
From retail to institutional. So what you have to do is structure your affairs such that you have different entities. You wouldn't want, if say you were a person or an LLC, you wouldn't want to put all your trades in that one basket. You would want to put them across multiple entities that you do not have control of, right? That's a control issue. And so you got to just follow what the rule says. And then
it's not only filled orders, from what I understand.
No, it's orders that are placed. So if you're placing an order every 2 seconds and not getting a fill, that counts.
Yeah.
And remember, there are 390 trading minutes in the day. And so these people say, well, I'm not going to trade every minute. That's impossible to reach. No, it's quite easy to reach, actually.
Yeah.
However, if you are, let's say that you're putting in an order for, you want to do a multiple entry iron condor, and you can, it's a put credit spread and a call credit spread. It's 4 legs. So you can do it lots of ways. You could enter all 4 legs separately. That would count as 4. You could enter a put credit spread and a call credit spread. That would count as 2. That's how we used to do it. You could do an iron condor as one trade, and that would count as 1. So 4, 2, or 1. If you're going to get close to the rule, I would suggest you trade as 1. Very simple. Now, being put, I used to think that was a big deal, by the way, and I've actually done some studies on that, and it's not that big a deal. It
on
turns
what
out,
the 390 rule in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the reality is it's so liquid that the institutions are getting filled at approximately what the retail traders are. There's very little. And frankly, Nick, as we've seen, you and I looked at some studies. We actually looked at some trades based on
retail is first in line.
Yeah, so, first in line and first in time, first in right, and then retail goes first. However, it's so liquid that may not make a difference. And when it does make a difference, a lot of times being first is bad. That's which we discovered. Remember, you and I did that study. We looked at, what was that? I forget what day it was, but we looked at the last second of the day. It opened at $4 on that second. It went to 75 and it closed at 14. So, we rewrote the way we exit our trades specifically by using the trade stewards methodology. They allow you to customize it. We customized our exit based on a bunch of back testing to make sure that we don't get filled on those spikes. And so a lot of our good friends that trade all across the discords that are retail traders, they were getting punched out at 20, 30. I know one that got punched out at $40. I got a guy who's got a hedge fund in Austria, and he got punched out at 25. And we got taken out I think it closed at 10. And we never did get punched out, right? Because we have a algo that kind of hesitates just
that hesitates a little bit.
It hesitates because we see. I'm not saying that anybody's rigging the deal. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I see a lot of spiky movements in the last 9 minutes.
Yeah,
a lot of spiky movements, and that can be bad for a retail trader who has a market stop. That could be really dangerous because you're saying, okay, I'll take if it goes over this price, I'll just take whatever you give me.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. I just want out. And that's not good.
And why would a market maker? I mean, they're not. It's they're market makers and they're not friend makers. Yeah, if it was friend makers, it'd be a lot different. But they're not. They're market makers. And so if I was a market maker, I'd do the same thing. I call them dirty dogs out of fun. Yeah. But without market makers, we got no market. So, and that's why market makers love us, because all we do is sell premium. And if we weren't doing it, they would have to all day. Yeah, they love us. The CBOE, they ought to be promoting. They ought to be sponsoring this
one day.
We know who.
Hey, your NASDAQ down 400 now. We're at the lows of the session here. Down about 1.33% here. The E-mini's down about 0.5%, 32 points. Volatility picking up a little bit. You got oil still down $1.45 here. Bonds up to 108.29. Bitcoin sold off about $1,000, but you got to be close on that little NASDAQ.
I didn't even see this. I got filled at 2:05 in the morning last night.
Oh, you got a big one.
I didn't even know.
26,750.
26,750. Well, let's take a look. See at that. Let's take a look. See at that.
You got filled at what? 263.
263.50.
So, well, there you go. You got
Where's okay? What was the other one? 20 at. Oh, it's right about.
Yeah, same. I mean, you got a little wider markets there, but.
Okay, I was going to say 477. I'll take it. So, market's kind of wide right now, huh? Look at that.
Yeah.
$8. Normally it's $4. So, okay. So now the crazy Ivan, what do we do? Right? What do? We got nothing. We got nothing working.
Well, you just got filled on the 26,000 strike.
Right. I understand. So, So what we got filled on the 26,000s at 198. Now, this is what we do. We come in and we go, okay, you want to play hard? Let's play hard. They were at, so 198. Now let's go to 207. Why not? 207. What did we go in last time at? What did we get in filled at 198?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got the NASDAQ just bounced about 30 handles. Now you're losing.
See, this is what happens.
Losing that money. You're making the money. You're losing out on the higher fill here.
That's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ladder in on these bad boys.
Yeah. And I'll give you 1 second. Why don't you turn your privacy mode on so you don't have the account number in there?
Oh, I'm a very public person. I'm a very public
I know
person.
you are. I know you are.
What can
As
I tell
Tyler
you?
would say, that was a boomer move.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what the big deal is. I got so many types of verification on it. You can't. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, the great thing about Tasty, what I really like about it is they're not a bank. And so if you want to take out money, if I even gave you my password, my username, all that, all you could do is you could trade my account and make it lose, but you could also just send money to my bank account, which is not the worst thing in the world. Having said that, this is not a challenge. I get it. There are a lot of smart people out there. Please don't hack my account. I'm begging you. All this would come to an end if that happened.
That's true. That's true. That would be a swift end to the show.
Yeah, we don't want that. All right, so now we got one at 208. Now let's do another one, right? We want to go similar. How crazy can this get? This get pretty crazy. So let's go 218. We like to stair step it by $10. And you say, but Rob, what happens if it goes to $1,000 down? It looks like I'll get a couple. Okay, that's not the end of the world. You know what? I got to tell you this. The non-boomer on this show has already got me set up with a bunch of now we would go 228, but we're going to go 229 and 50 cents because we're not investing, we're trading. So that means there are things on the other side, either people or machines, and human beings and machines will oftentimes go to the larger, predictable, full numbers. CBOE did a study the other day on where are people trading, and they were trading right on the half hour, right on it.
Yeah.
Boom. Not at 9:30, not at 10:31, at 10:30.
It makes perfect sense. I mean, it's where all the liquidity. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It makes perfect sense. So then what happened? So then what a lot of people like myself said, ooh, they're all trading at 10:30. I'll trade at 10:33. Well, they did another report a few months later and said, oh, now they're all trading at 10:33. Ooh, I'll trade at 10:37, whatever. So what it is, as Nick pointed out when he came over to become our partner here, he said, well, you don't need to worry about that, Rob, because every week you back test millions of trades. And so if that herd moves 3 minutes this way or 3 minutes that way, it's already built in. And in fact, we love it when the herd is moving, because the herd is moving and we're already moving ahead of them, because if they're all at one place, they're going to chomp, and they're going to give everything away, sell everything. There's so many of them, they have to sell it for $1. We're over here selling it for $1.25. But after a while, people, they watch the show. Mm-hmm. So they start coming over here. When they come over here, we want to go back over here and we'll sell it for $1.25. And all of a sudden they're selling it for $1. And they'll say, well, how come we can't catch up with that Rob guy? Number one, you can't spell robot without ROB. Number one.
That's right.
Number two, we do millions of back testing, which is hard. Nick, what time was it last night when we finished back testing? It was late.
I'm dragging a little bit today. I mean,
it was late.
You're like a night owl. You're up until like 2 a.m. and then you take a nap and then you back up. Yeah. You're hard to keep track of. I mean, you are.
I'm a boomer. And I say that proudly. I don't even know if that's good or bad, but I guess I'm one. But you know what? I am a math nerd. I love backtesting. I just love it.
Yeah.
And I love making money. I don't. I don't want to get into politics, but these boomers, I started making money when I was in second grade selling candy. And then I got busted by my principal, and my dad came in and talked to her, and he took a piece, and I had to give her 2-3 Musketeers bars every Monday.
Yes.
You know, it was a whole business. That was second grade, and it's been nothing but numbers ever since. It's great. All right. What was the question?
Well, you got some crazy Ivans working. You got a couple trades on in the portfolio, so you're good.
Let's do the small one, right? All right, let's do the MES. What's happened to those guys?
You want to get in? Yeah.
No, I want them.
The E-minis are down 30 or 26 right now, about 1/3%. So you have the NASDAQ is about 4 or 5 times as volatile today in terms of price.
When did I put these? I don't even know when I put these on. These are 0 days. So these are today. That was the one you got filled on in the morning. 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and then the other one we just got filled on.
All right. So, and I just like to keep track of them this way. And so these are the ones I'm going to be working on right now. So these are going to be the 824s, 8-24. And I always put down 25%. And I know Butch is out there watching me like a hawk. So I got to make sure I close these bad boys at 20. Okay. Now, what do we got? And we got all the orders in for these 26,500s, right?
Yes, I think you have.
No, 26. So these are buy to close. Okay, so sell to open are in the 26,000. 26,000 are the. Wait a second. What do we got here? October 16th, 26,000s.
Yeah, that was what you got filled on today. Was the 26th.
Oh, 824. Today is the 24th. Perfect. Yeah. So we jacked that up to 5. That'd be great. All right. Now let's do this. We haven't done any of these. This is one I did yesterday while you were out being interviewed for your fancy Nick publicity. I have to stay at home and do all the work, and Nick goes out and does all the easy stuff. Getting out to dinners and drinks and people interviewing him everywhere.
Like kissing babies,
Yeah, that's right. Like that politician buddy of mine said in the Hunt for Red October, I'm a politician. If I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops. So watch out for that Battista kid. All right, so let's do another one of these. All right, so we're gonna do MES. Let's do that. Let's trade. It's a trading show. Let's trade.
Yeah.
MES. I guess we didn't have Phil come on at 9:40. Time check 9:53. That's fine. So this is what we want. MES, and we want to go 45 to 60 days.
I think you already got some fills. 40 something. Go on. Sorry. MES. What are we looking at?
I think we should have put on some 947s, but it's fine. So, okay. So MES. So I'm going to go out 12 Delta. I've already got one here. So what do you think? 14 Delta, maybe something in the middle. I just don't want to do something that I've already got. I don't want to go 17. That's too much. So
you want to go bigger? You go up to like the 7,350 or 7,400.
What am I, Bill Gates? No. 21 Delta. That's Maria territory.
God.
That's Maria territory. I'm going to go right here. This is my game. My game is 12 Delta. Oh, in these we do go a little bit. I just feel more comfortable here. This is fine. I first of all, God forbid somebody, let's do this. Simon's bitter like my iced tea, and Simon's my attorney, and Simon says that this is for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. If you follow Rob, you can and will lose all your money. Prior performance not indicative of past performance not indicative of future performance. Blah blah blah. You've read it on every single website. Now you've heard it from me. Now, God forbid you do follow me. I want to make sure that I do the best that I can. So what I'm going to do. Yeah. Remember, I don't ever want to lose more than 2% one day. Never, ever with Crazy Ivans or the Little Ivans put on more than 20% of your buying power. Okay. Yeah. This is going to use $1,200 in buying power. If we went down here, it's going to use
the same.
So it's not.
It's going to be about the same. And listen, these are not. There's not a huge difference in total risk between the 12 and the 20 Delta. No. It is a difference in risk in terms of you're going to be closer at the money. It's going to be a higher Delta, which means you're more directional on that position. But from a one-to-one contract, there's not a huge difference in risk. Now, if you were to sell 2 12 Deltas instead of 1 20 delta, then you're going to have more risk on that.
You got more risk.
So
and that's not
it's always
going to
be, yeah. So it's always about, it's not necessarily the contract. When you're trading one contract, is it better to go to the 12, the 20, or the 30? They're all kind of the same, very similar risk in terms of overall risk.
Yep.
The problem becomes when you size up the lower delta positions, the further out of the money positions, to compensate for the lower premium. When you say, okay, well, the 20 delta is trading at 60 and the 10 delta is trading at 30, I'm going to just do 2 of the 10 deltas, then you have more risk on the position.
Correct. And for accounting purposes, I like to keep them separate, like this. So this is why I'll go here. In addition, what's my favorite number?
42.
42. And look at that right there. We could get a 42. So let's
send this.
We'll send this bad boy out there.
Can't possibly forget what that fill is. It's at 42.
It's at 42. I remember. I'll never forget that one. So,
no.
And this one says no working orders, which is not true. How about we go this way? And so there it is. And we got all these, and that is awesome. And we go back here. Let's see how we're doing on our dashboard. We are up. Is that right? $547. I always like to just refresh it.
Yeah,
that is right. Of course, it's right.
Yeah.
And here's all of them. Let's see. So you can see real quickly, 577. So the $200,000 account's up 82. The $1 million account 375, and the $100,000 account's up 97.
Very early. Very few trades. I mean, we don't.
Yeah.
The morning, the first hour or so is usually the most volatile. It's usually the most liquid as well. I mean, there's most of the trading volume is in the first hour and the last hour of the session. So you get a lot of kind of two-sided action. There's a little bit more going on, which, is good for our sort of strategy if it's within expectations, but it opens yourself up to a little bit of price volatility early in the session. So we usually are waiting until the, middle part of the day for the bulk of the positions.
And if you just look at where we are with these SPXs, I don't think we got, like you say, I don't think we got much on.
Mm-hmm.
It's, but we're going to have a lot on later in the day. So we're still outside the expected move. But, these things can get punched out. If it starts moving violently to the downside, we'd get punched out some. It's because we got stop loss orders on all of these. We use stop. It's all based on an algorithm. It's all based on AI. Phil, our AI trading robot, did millions, didn't do 100 million trades this weekend, but he did a lot.
Oh, you gave him a break.
Yeah,
you let him have a little break this weekend. That's nice of you.
We're actually setting up
you're
such
an omnipotent overlord.
Our IT guy, John, is setting me up with some virtual machines. As a boomer, I'm not sure what they are, but they're supposed to be awesome.
Yeah, and you can just sit there and have it just plug and play all day long for you. It'll be great.
I can't wait. And we are getting some sort of something where it's like cars, right? It's got numbers and letters, and it's supposed to be impressive. I mean, he tells me that it's really impressive.
Okay.
And I have no idea what he's talking about, but I just said, look, here's what I want to do. I want to, go 24 hours a day, back testing all the time.
Yeah.
And then updating our trades all the time. That's the goal. And that's what I'm working on with
Very
Phil.
nice.
So it's because I am a trading addict. Right on cue. Time check. It is 9:59 and 29 seconds. Are we going to call this a day? What is the Crazy Ivan trade? Look at that.
We actually did a lot of Crazy Ivans today. They are short puts in the NASDAQ. We usually try to wait for a nice down day like you're seeing today and that we've had over the last week or so. And it's a way, as a portfolio construction, because we do look at this whole thing as a portfolio. You have, one component being the 0-day SPX, the next component being a leveraged, dynamically long position, which is via short puts in the NASDAQ. And so they work together. They give you a little bit of a diversification, not only in strategy and product and exposure to volatility, but time aspect as well.
Yeah.
And the leverage is positive if you keep your leverage under control, which if you've watched the news, there's been all sorts of our guy Leopold caught a little bit too much leverage. You don't want to go full leverage. You want to keep it in check. And that's what we do with the Crazy Ivans.
Nick, you want to look at that poll while I run through this real quick? Here is 0 DTEs are in the yellow and the Crazy Ivans are in the blue. And you can see we've done 42,000 trades, but most of those have been in the AI. We've only done 283 trades in 212 days. up $658,000, 98% winning days, total return 65. Don't be fooled by this, because a lot of days there's just nothing. We don't trade.
And the number gets big because it's leveraged. So
it's leveraged. That's right.
When you think of that, it's 6 times as much as you would get trading this cash. Like if you were just trading the Qs or doing this, with just a cash secured put, you'd only make, the 100 grand on it, which would be great, amazing. But there's a leverage aspect to it, which is why you have to keep size in check.
Yeah, never more than 25% buying power. Maria says 20. But you can see the zero DTEs doing 42,000 trades, made 700 grand, and only 289 trades in the Crazy Ivan. But the Crazy Ivan, you can't use very much of your buying power. So, and
you have times where you have nothing on.
Right. I had nothing on, and so I had all this extra buying power. So why not use it? And what I want to do, just so people can see, this is the zero DTEs, right?
Yeah.
And this is the Crazy Ivan. So it's pretty steady. You say, well, why wouldn't you just do all these? Well, because this makes another 700 grand. And when you combine them together, this is what it looks like. This is why I love the Crazy Ivans.
Yes.
And if you go to Maria's, what do you call it? She's going to get mad at me. The Trading Addict newsletter.
Yes.
She's got a whole bunch of stuff about I'm just trying to hope. Here it is. So here's how Maria trades the Crazy Ivan, just so you want to know. It's like Nick was saying, it's just a naked put on the NQ, 21 to 45 days out. I go 45 to 60 days out. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to it. Here's an example. You can slow this down later and go through it and watch it. It's also in all of her newsletters. And if you come tonight at 3:15, Maria will be on at 3:15. She will gladly go through the Crazy Ivan. This is something she invented. And this is like from her, newsletter. And it's a great trade. It's one that we have been doing for over 2,200 straight days. And it's our go-to trade, our number one trade. So I don't think we got time to run through. It's 10:03 already. So
okay.
We'll see. Oh, we got a poll. Nick, did you see the results of the poll?
The peeps are saying that phones are better.
I guess. I begrudgingly probably would agree with that.
Well,
I would agree with that.
You're going to go outside and scream at the sky after this.
Yeah, or I'll call somebody on my. I'll do one of those. What do you call those?
I was going to say,
of
anybody that I know that is a phone user, you have to be in the upper echelon of the phone usage.
I don't believe in text messaging. I don't believe in email. It takes too long. I liked and I prefer Zoom. I mean, I prefer face to face, but Zoom takes a long time to set up. That's the problem. I like the FaceTime, but whenever I do it, I get a text back from Tyler saying, "Don't FaceTime me." Or he thinks I did it by mistake. But I like to see, what are they like? They're groggy or whatever. I like to see what's going on in the background, like any parent does. Like, I want to snoop around, look around.
Well, you got, as we close out the session here, you have the E-minis currently down near the lows, down 28. You have the NASDAQ down 420 here.
Below. Look at that. We got 42.
42.
That was our fill on our mini. That was our fill on our mini.
You got your fill on the mini. Perfect.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and this is what we want to do. Now, let's not go crazy. We got one. That's all we need.
Oil down a bit and volatility futures up a little bit.
What's oil down?
Back to you.
What's oil down?
Oil's down to 85.50, down $1.50. Nothing huge.
As I've said before, all information you need to know about oil comes from the greatest TV show of all time called Landman. It is one of the funniest shows you're ever going to watch. But as they say, as he says in there, we want to keep oil between 60 and 90. And that's where gas price is not too high. You don't want gas price to go over $4. And it's not so low that we don't make money. And it's amazing how that one statement, I don't know who writes that show, but they got a lot to do with oil. We interviewed a guy who joined our Math Makes Money trading team.
Yeah, he's a real life landman.
He's a real life landman. And we asked him, is that, he said, well, it's been, he said, I don't know where they keep those women, but I haven't seen those around. But he said, other than that, it's pretty true. It's pretty, they live in these kind of a barracks thing and they are up, and it is a very, very dangerous job and they are very well paid. But man, he said also that the people in it love it. They they talk about gamblers. What a gamble that is to you well after well with, millions of dollars. And what's also kind of fun, which got my interest, is I didn't realize it was all syndicated. So a lot of, of course, I just assumed it was guys going out and punching holes in the ground. Of course, that's not what it is. But if you ever if you just want to watch one great scene, and you guys are going to be disappointed that it's not one of the dirtier ones, but it's when he's explaining to the attorney Rebecca about why windmills are not as green as you might think they are, right? Which, regardless of your politics, it's a very interesting 3 or 4 minutes and they say, it's one of the great scenes of all time. And Billy Bob Thornton is, I am very partial to him, but
he is great. He is great.
He said wherever he goes, people ask him to repeat that scene over and over again. And, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right. So we are cooking with gas. We're locked
and loaded at this point.
Yeah, we're good. So now the Crazy Ivans are just going to percolate along. We've got like we said, we set them up. So we got sell to open at 208, at 218, and 229. And right now it's at 195. We got in pretty good. Didn't we get in below?
Yeah.
What did we get? Did we got in at we got in this morning at 198.50?
Yeah.
Right?
You're right there.
So, and right now it's 20. Oh, because if I just looked over here, we're a little bit green, which I would prefer that this bad boy go down quite a bit. That would be if I had my druthers, I would like to see this down 500 and or like say down 800 would be fine too. And we could pick up a bunch more. Because
you still got a lot of time left in this day.
A lot of time left, and we got NVIDIA coming. There's going to be a lot of movement before then because there's going to be a lot of prognosticators. They're going to tell you it's going to go up and it's going to go down. We're going to leave you with Nick telling us what our good friend Jim Mora of the New York Giants said. He said 3 things about the number 1 draft pick quarterback. He was asked by a nice reporter, is that kid going to be any good? And Nick is going to tell you, it's like someone saying, is this trade going to be any good? And Nick is going to tell you the 3 things that Mr. Jim Mora said.
You can't know, you won't know, and you'll never know.
That is correct. You don't know, you can't know, and you'll never know.
Don't know
if that kid is the first. You got it. It's the same.
There.
We get it. We get it. But he said that. You look it up on the YouTubers. You YouTubers out there, YouTube it up to your heart's consent. And it's boomer talk. And then you look it on your face finder or whatever it is, and you're going to find out that you don't know, you can't know, and you'll never know. And that's the truth when it comes to trading. But what you do know is that if you're not trading, if you're just using math, you know that there's a group of people that are selling a bunch of stuff over here. And when they're selling it here, they can't get the same price as those selling over here where there's just few of them. This is where we want to be. That's our whole game. We're going to make trading fun for you. I hope you have a great trading day. We're going to see you with Maria at 3:15. Correct, Nick?
Yes. We'll see you at 3:15.
Say goodbye, Maria.
Bye, Maria.